Hello everyone. I'm coming up with a weekly reading for you. I've not been well recently. I had a bit of a bout of bronchitis, and so I'm still a bit coughy. My throat's a bit but it was only a few days really. I was okay. That was the other week, so I felt not week just gone, but not the week just gone, but the week before. So I've not been on doing readings for a bit. I'm still kind of getting over it, but I'm not too bad now. I'm okay. So I'm going to do a weekly read for you, a quick one. So I'm going to use the Modern Witch deck to do this. And you've got 3 crystals to choose from. I'm doing this on my phone, so it's a bit wonky. So week one, pile 1 is rock quartz. Pile 2 is, I think, moss agate. And pile 3 is Mooakite. Okay, so I'll hold them up for you. So this is your coming week, so sort of from today through to about next Sunday. What's in your week ahead? I'll turn that one around a little bit. Pause it if you need to. And we'll get going with pile 1. So if you chose the rock quartz, this is your reading for the week ahead. What's coming up for pile 1, please, for the rock quartz pile? There's no wobbly table. I'm coming at you from the Mystic Den. So I'm on a proper desk. It's mildly wobbly because I'm using my phone, but page of cups. Okay. Right, hang on, let's try that again because I didn't feel any energy from it then. Okay. Try that again, Spirit, please. Rock quartz pile. Oh, I'm seeing these cups. 2 of cups. You could be concerned about a love relationship this week, pile 1. It feels positive actually. You're worried about heartbreak, something's bothering you. Something's niggling you about it, I feel. Maybe you think about moving in with someone or taking the next step. Right, okay, so yeah, that is for you. Okay. Yeah. These cards came out for you before and they've come out again. When the spirit will want to tell you something, they want to tell you something. So you've got the Page of Cups upright. You've got the Ten of Swords reverse, so it's the Everything is Fine one, which is in this deck. She has 2. She has the normal Ten of Swords, and then she has the one with Everything is Fine on it. So you've got, it's like as if you're in a relationship with someone. And there are, sorry, still there. And there are concerns with, maybe you're thinking of moving in with them or something like that, the 4 of Wands. There's anxiety around that, or some problems around that. There's some worry around that on your part. It seems to be coming from you. It's like everything seems fine, but there's anxiety on your part around maybe moving in with them or taking it to the next level. For a lot of you, it's moving in literally, because I've got the 4 of Wands for you. It's a fear of being vulnerable. The 4 of Pentacles reversed. Fear of letting go. You're fearing this. This is what you need to do, but you're afraid of it. It's like taking a leap of faith. Maybe there's been problems with this person in the past, they might have hurt you in the past, and you're worried that they're going to do it again. But this card is Everything is Fine, so it's the darkness before the dawn there. So it looks like the worst is over, but you don't quite believe it. You're not sure. So yeah, as you enter into this week, pile 1, a love relationship that you're in feels quite anxious, and it's coming from you. And your fears might have been founded in the past. Maybe this person wasn't the most trustworthy person or the most reliable person. But it's as if you're taking a leap of faith with them. Let's have a little look at this Judgment card for you. Judgment reversed. Yeah, you haven't made a decision yet. You've got to make a decision. You've got to make a decision, but you haven't made it yet. And it feels like it's to do with this. It wants to go over these 2. It wants to go over the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Strange enough, these are 4s. These are all 4s, 4 numbers. And then you've got the Judgment card here as well. So it's, you haven't made a decision about this yet, about letting go and taking a leap of faith with them. You want to be in your Empress energy. You're actually You're actually quite happy single as well, whether you're male or female. You actually thrive when you're single. I think because you feel safer. I think you feel safer when you're single, you know. You see, keep seeing this 2 of Cups, you see. This relationship that you've got. You're not sure. You're scared of letting go. What does the spirit world advise them to do, please? Ooh, I'm going. What a card, spirit. What's the advice for pile 1, please, spirit? Page of Pentacles reversed. I think your hesitation is to do with the fact that you've still got things to do. Page of Pentacles reversed. You might be a student or something like that, or be wanting to do something with your life. You might be quite young. And you've still got things that you want to do. And I think you're not sure if you want to settle down yet, or you want to get involved too deeply yet. This is you, and you kind of reverse. You feel as though there's things that you need to do. And the spirit worlds are advising you to keep your own counsel with this situation. So any misgivings you've got, it isn't that the person isn't trustworthy, because I think it's a good relationship. You've got the 2 of Cups upright. So I think the relationship itself, I don't think you need to worry about it too much, right? But this week you're deciding whether to like go deeper with them or not, and you're worried about that. You're quite anxious. The spirit world is saying to take a step back, don't be the fool and jump in. To, you know, do what you need to do what's right for you with the Strength card, and seek out your own healing, seek out what makes you happy. Because I feel as though there's things you want to do, there's ambitions that you want to fulfill, and I feel as if you don't want to stop here now. It's almost like, you know, so like, you know, you've got like a teenage boyfriend or girlfriend when you're at college and you're doing your A-levels or something, and then you finish your A-levels and you've all got to go to university, right? But like, you want to go and do something at like the other end of the country or something, which will mean separating from that person, pursuing your goals and ambition beyond. It's kind of like that kind of energy. That's what it feels like to me. So I think the spirit world is saying to get some clarity on it. To trust yourself, really, and do what's right for you in this situation. But yeah, I just feel like you've got a decision to make this week about this relationship. Whether you go deeper with it and you make yourself vulnerable emotionally. Which it's safe to do. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups, yeah. It's safe to do. In this, it's a good relationship that you've got. But I think you've got goals that you want to achieve as well. And you're not sure about settling down yet. Now, don't settle down before you're ready, do you know what I mean? If you've got that little feeling in you. Yeah. You're very feisty, aren't you? Queen of Wands. This is your energy. Whether you're a male, female, fire sign, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag, but you're not the type to settle down. You're going to be quite sort of, you're the wanderlust energy. You're the perpetual single almost. You've got a good relationship, but like, I don't think you're the type of person to get too emotionally involved with people. I think you're going to go through your life just kind of like being independent. I don't even think you might never settle down. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds really fatalistic, but you know, I can almost see you being single for the rest of your life, or just like kind of doing, you know, because you're so independent, you're so free-spirited. You know, you've got a very independent, free spirit about you, and I feel as though that's going to follow you throughout life. And the Tower, you'd always bring the Tower to people as well. You're kind of like a disruptive energy, but not necessarily in a bad way. Do you know what I mean? So your energy is kind of like independent and fiery and want to do your own thing. I'm coughing more, I've got the incense stick going. It smells gorgeous, it's rose, but like it's getting on my throat, you know. I've been trying not to burn them too much, because like, anyway, so if I'm coughing more, that's why. When it goes out, it'll be okay. Yeah, I feel like you bring this to people's lives, this Tower moment to people, because of the way your energy is. You're a disruptor in a good way. In a way that's like, you know, I don't think you're the settling down type really anyway. So I think, you know, you've got things that you want to be doing. And you'll feel like you're being held back, really. You also feel like you're giving to this person a lot as well. You feel like maybe you need to financially support them or something. Maybe you're more materially successful than they are, or you've got the possibility of being more materially successful than them. You know, and it'll be like a bit of an imbalance there where you'll feel like you're being held back and having to give to them all the while. Further advice for part 1, please, Spirit. So yeah, as you enter this week, this seems to be the decision that some of you are making. You are the Queen of Cups, you do love them, you do care about them. You know, it's not like you're cold-hearted or anything like that. You do genuinely care about them. This landed on the Ace of Cups here. You know, but, you know, and the relationship is a positive one, it's a good one. You've got the Sun. But your person might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Will be embodying this energy. But I think at your heart, you know, you are independent and you want to manifest your own thing. So you may choose to not take the next step with them because of the nature of your personality, you know. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. Seek balance in the situation, the advice is. So as you go forward this week and you try and decide what to do, when you like, you know, speak to the person or you make, or you announce your decision or whatever it is, just aim to find balance this week. Aim to be the Temperance card. Aim to find balance as you go forward. And this week, find a balance. You know, take the sort of the moderate balanced path as you go forward. And you know, it'll work out okay for you. Even if you have a difficult conversation with the person, you have a difficult discussion with them, you know, if you take a very balanced approach, it'll all work out okay, whatever you decide to do, okay, whatever your final decision is. But I feel as though you might actually want to go, because you'll feel like this all the time, 6 Pentacles. I don't think you feel like you've got other things to do, you know, bigger things to do. Any further messages for pile 1, please, before I move on to pile 2? Further messages for pile 2, please. Pile 1, even. The Emperor. You regard your person as the Emperor. They're a very strong masculine. If you're a feminine, might be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be Aries, Leo, Sag. They're very reliable and very strong, and you feel a bit worried about leaving them behind. But like, you know, obviously you've got to do what's right for you as well. You're very free-spirited as an energy, and you know, while they might be really nice and everything and perfect and all that, you know, if it's not right for you, you'll only end up being unhappy yourself and making them unhappy. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, right person, wrong time, or just wrong lifetime. You know, you've got other things to do. And it's a shame, really. But, you know, they are a good person. You have got a good relationship with them, you really have. And Spirit, I want to acknowledge that. You regard them as an Emperor, you regard them as really strong. You've got a lot of respect for them, you know, as you go forward. So just find the middle path, you know. Be balanced and moderate in your approach as you go forward this week and you make this decision. Yeah, I don't think this person's communicates with you that they don't want you to go. They want you to stick around, you know. I think you've already maybe had some talks about this. But, you know, you're aware that there's more to life, there's options out there. You're aware there's a big world out there, that's you. You know. So you've been kind of, you know, treading, you know, the path kind of carefully, very gingerly, I heard that. Treading the path gingerly, very foggy, unseen energy, you know. You've been a bit confused. I think you've had a conversation the last few days about it, but it hasn't like been discussed finally yet. You haven't sort of had, it hasn't been a final decision made or anything like that, but you've had discussions about it with them. And you've been treading this little foggy path ever since, where everything's been a bit smoky and confusing, you know, for both of you. You've not really been sure what to think. But yeah, do what's right for you. I feel as though you're very free-spirited as an energy and you've got a lot to do, so you may choose to walk away from this person, but you're also acknowledging, and Spirit's acknowledging, this person is a really good person, they're a really good partner, and it's just a shame that, you know, you feel the need to go, because that's what your soul wants to do. You know, you're the Queen of Wands, you know, so you've got this free spirit, and that's okay, that's who you are, you know. You've got things that you want to do, Page of Pentacles, you know, and as a soul, if you feel like you need to do them, you need to go and do them, you know. It's one of them, but yeah, this person is a really good person. And they're acknowledging that as well. You've got a very good relationship with them. So it's a very big decision you've got to make this week, part 1. So I hope it resonates. It's quite specific, that message, really, isn't it? But I hope it resonates for you, part 1. And I hope it helped for those of you that it relates to. And if it's not a love relationship, but it feels like it is, I mean, you know, if you've got to make a major decision in some other area of your life and the reading can fit that, then okay. I don't like to make readings fit, you know. But if you feel that it relates to some other area of your life that isn't love related, but the reading makes sense to you anyway, then take it, you know, because there's probably a message in there for you, you know. So as you say, you know, see what resonates, see what works for you. It just felt primarily love for most people there, for the ones who it will resonate most strongly with, you know. But yeah, I hope it helps. Have a good week, pile one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. I'll go on to pile two now. Let me know in comments and things as well what you thought. Second pile, Moss Agate. I'm doing this reading quite quick because I'm going to go home soon. I'm in the, as I say, I'm in the Mystic Den. And I've got college tomorrow. I've got to be there early. Don't get flexi time because. Gotta be there by 9 o'clock. I've got a hellish commute every morning for work anyway, as my colleagues know, so you know. So, you know, I mean, tomorrow, you know, I've got to get a bus, like, you know, it's part of the course, really. You know, I've got like a whole, like, 3-minute commute or something, you know, not even that, to work with, normally. And, I need a lollipop lady, really, you know, just like so I can get across the road and that. Anyway. Part 2. Oh, God, mate, that was quick. The Fool Reversed. That's about not stepping out and doing something. I think maybe there's something that you're hesitating to do, pile 2, this week. Something that you're hesitating to do. I think it's something in the recent past. You already know what this is. Hey, Spirit, tell me what. Pile 2. You've seen the 2 of Cups here as well. All right, okay, oh God. Thank God my desk was tidy. 3 of Swords. I'm using my phone on like a little tripod thing and it moves around sometimes. 3 of Swords reverse. Okay, you've recently gotten over a heartbreak or an upset or a love relationship. You've sort of like put a stop to something or walked away from it. I don't know whether maybe, you know, you stopped having faith in this person or situation. But you've recently got over something. You're kind of dusting yourself off. And you're not stepping out in something anymore. You've kind of put a stop to it. You know the way, like, you know, when you like someone or you're in a relationship with someone and you're putting faith in it. You know, you like the Fool. You know, you step in, you have like blind faith, don't you? For goodness sake, phone. You know, you'd have a bit of like blind faith. And it's like you've stopped doing that. It's like you've... I'm going to try and lean back a little bit with these cards because they're a bit feisty, aren't they? Yeah, you're in your Empress energy. Male or female, you're getting over it. You're washing that man or woman right out of your hair. I feel so this is the getting over it pile. 7 of Wands reversed. You're not putting out small fires anymore. You're not like, you know, wasting your energy. You haven't manifested anything new yet. You're in a state of calmness and kind of like stagnation almost, in a good way. The Magician manifests things. You're in a kind of a calm and quiet state, but I think you're okay with that because like, you're getting over something. So you're in like a rest state. And you're able to focus on your work more as well. That's what's happening. You're treading a bit of a foggy path, the moon. Path ahead's uncertain. And yeah, you've kind of like over your expectations of this relationship as well. The 10 of Cups reversed. You know that it wasn't going to work out. You ain't going to get that from it. So yeah, you're entering this week having gone through a bit of a heartbreak and you're getting through it. You're getting over it. You're in the over it stage. You're in you know, like where you go over the hump and you're on your way kind of, you know, you've reached that point. Yeah, you're holding on to hope. 9 of Wands. You're hanging on in there. 9 of Cups is your wish card. You're holding on to hope that you'll get what you want eventually. And you try not to be anxious. I don't feel like this is you. I don't think this is you right now. I don't think you're too bothered. Maybe initially you're upset, but I think you've been through so many, like, merry-go-rounds with this person over and over and over again that you're sick of it. You know, it's almost like you've been there before, do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, when you go through cycles with someone and it's the same old over and over and over again, and you go through it about 10 or 15 times, you eventually go, all right then, you know, you're ready to let it go, aren't you, you know, at some point, you know. And that's what it is. This person may be an Emperor. I had these cards before, weird. Aries, Leo, Sag, somebody in position of power, someone very strong and self-assured, masculine or feminine, but usually a masculine energy this, but if a feminine energy resonates, take that, you know. This person's very strong, very self-assured, but also quite cold and quite like detached, and you know, it was all about them and what he wanted. It was like quite domineering, maybe, quite a domineering energy, you know, what they wanted. It was on their terms. The relationship was always on their terms, I feel. Whether they're male or female, a bit of an emperor energy. And so you're feeling kind of unfulfilled by it, so now you're done. It's not your first rodeo with this person, you're kind of done. You've been through so many, the same cycles, same old, and, you know, you're done, like. So you're over it. It's one of them where, like, you know, you go through a cycle with someone a couple of times, and by the time it comes round again, you kind of already done it. You know, you're just like, oh, not this again, you know. So it doesn't hurt you as much, doesn't it? Does it? You know, the subsequent times, like, once you've gone through it a couple of times with them. So yeah, it feels like a bit of a merry-go-round, really. But you've reached that sort of point where you're on your way out of it, you know. Feel the message, pal, too, please, Spirit. So this is how you are as you go into this week. Come on again. Over here. There we go. Oh, I don't know why it keeps moving around, honestly. Sometimes it's quicker to upload videos from my phone. My laptop's over at the house, so. Oh my God. Keep still. God. Right, there we go. Ace of Swords. You see, now I'm feeling like you're not in this energy. Maybe you were before, you felt stuck before. This is how you felt with this person. Like you couldn't move forward. You thought the swords were all around you, but they're not. You can step forward freely. There's nothing blocking you. The ropes are loose, the blindfold is loose, you can untie it, you can get yourself out of it. The water is like a tiny little puddle, you're not in a gigantic pond or ocean or nothing like that, you know. I think that relationship made you feel like you was a bit stuck or a bit trapped, but you're not. Is what they're trying to tell you. Like Jana. That's a lot of cards there, Spirit. Okay. Pile 2, please. You've got someone else coming in. There's a Knight of Pentacles in your future. Male or female. Doesn't have to be either, you know. Could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person's coming into your future. You've got this person in your future. You've got a much more stable person coming in. This is also you as well at the moment. You're a lot more stable, a lot more reliable. And you're attracting the same kind of energy. This is you at the moment. But this is also someone coming in as well. You're attracting the same energy. You're more stable and more grounded. And so is this person going to be. You're both in that Knight of Pentacles energy. You're a match. Won't be an injustice either with this person. The new one. Your previous person might have been married. Actually, I'm getting married from that. You know, maybe they didn't get a divorce for you or something like that. Maybe they were already partnered up with someone. Maybe they did tell you, maybe they didn't. I don't know. Sometimes they don't do. Queen of Cups. I feel as though some of you might be water sign females, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm talking to you if this is you. Some of you might be Cancer, Pisces and Pisces. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this is just a shout out to the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio women that are there. I feel as though that's the energy of some of you. I think Spirit World just wants to acknowledge that, maybe to confirm that they're breathing jaws or something like that. Further messages for part 2, please, Spirit. I'm seeing the High Priestess trying to pop out. Just to do your intuition and your divine feminine state. Which doesn't belong here. Loads of cards in Spirit. Further messages for part 2, please, Spirit, for the week. Thank you. I'm seeing that you're not going anywhere at the minute. Queen of Wands, that's you. Six of Swords reversed. You're in a very feisty, confident energy, but you're not moving forward yet. I feel as though this was like self-imposed stagnation, really. Because on one hand, you are moving forward, the Hangman reversed. You know, it's an end to sort of, and you've got the Chariot with that as well. But top of the deck's the Lovers. So you've got this on your mind, you're still going through it. But you've kind of, it's like a self-imposed isolation. You know, you're almost self-imposed. As you take time to reflect on everything, which is a healthy thing to do. The Spirit World are congratulating you on that. That's a good thing. And getting in touch with your emotions and feelings as well as the Queen of Cups, you know. That's just a shout out to all the water signs that are watching Maybe it's like, I think it's Spirit's way of confirming this is your pile. Sometimes the Queen of Cups can be me lazy and Spirit card, but I'm not feeling that at the minute. Two of Pentacles, yeah, you're not juggling anymore, you're a lot calmer, a lot less stressed. You are a lot less stressed without this person around. You know, this relationship, I feel as though it's been like a loads of toxic cycles with this person. It's been just over and over and over and over, you know, and you're just like, oh my God, get me off this roller coaster, get me off this merry-go-round. And you finally, you know, you feel a sense of peace and relief. And, you know, you've got clarity, you're able to think straight again. You know, you're feeling a lot better. So as you go into this week, this is what's happening. You're going to get through it. And you're going to have this, like, you know, stagnation happening. You know, this week, this is what you're going through at the minute, this is what you're experiencing. And so there'll be more of that, really. There'll be more sort of reflecting and, you know, connecting with yourself, getting in touch with your feelings. And as I say, this Knight of Pentacles is in your future. Because you're in this energy at the moment, haven't got away from this person. And then you're going to attract the same thing. You're going to attract a Knight of Pentacles towards you. So if I had two of these cards, like, you know, this is you and this is the other person. I feel as though you've been making plans for the future, then heading into past is new. So, yeah, any further messages for part 2, please, Spirit? We're going to move on to the next one. Yeah, you've got a relationship in your future. Two of Cups, that's what I'm going to tell you. You've got the Two of Cups in your future. So don't worry about leaving this relationship behind. You've got the Two of Cups coming in. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be this week. This is a weekly reading, obviously. But in the future, it's coming in. For some of you, it might be that quick. But you've got this in your future. So if you ever feel like you're not going to meet anyone or something will happen, or you will. There you go. There it is right there. And as I say, there'll be somebody who matches your energy because you're in this energy right now. So it'll be a Knight of Pentacles. And, you know, this is you as well. Very emotional, very feeling. Hold on to hope. You get your wish card, you know. So I hope that helps part 2. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I'll put this on Facebook and also put it on YouTube as well. And I shall move on now to pile 3. My phone's got a mind of its own. Right, part 3. Mooakite. I should just gather these cards up. So it keeps flying out. It's like a relationship read this week. I'm coughing like crazy because I've got my rose incense sticker and I'm still recovering from the bronchitis. I've still got some coffee. And I'm coughing a bit, you know. It's my own fault. It smells gorgeous. It's a rose one, lovely. But it's playing havoc with my throat, you know. I still can't sing properly. It just drives me crazy. Some of my bass notes, it makes my bass notes go, you know. It drives me mad. Anyway, I'll part 3, I'm just giving this a good shuffle. My phone went for a walk before, it kept like spinning around, so luckily I'll keep a very nice tidy space in here, so it's not like a big mess or anything, you know. Put my bags over there, but I'm taking them with me. Right. Okay. Part 3. What's in store for part 3 this week, please, Spirit? Thank you, that's quick. 3 ones. You've got plans that haven't come to fruition. You've had plans. This week, as you go into this week, there are some plans that haven't come to fruition for you. Something hasn't happened. It hasn't gone ahead. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Someone didn't have the money or when it wasn't able to go or something like that. Something to do with money. But I don't think it was you. I think it was somebody else. Somebody else didn't have the funds. Or something like that. Very specific. 3 more, please, Spirit. Part 3. It's a lot of cards, that, Spirit. Ace of Cups. It's to do with the relationship again. Some of you, this friendship, right? I'm picking up like a friendship energy. And for others, it's a love relationship. So between the two of you didn't have enough money to make this plan succeed, whatever it was. But it was like as if maybe they had less money than you. Or something, you know. They were the ones who let the side down more than use it, if you know what I mean. Tell me more about it. I feel as though there's been a conflict around this situation. It's going to be resolved in a loving manner because the Ace of Cups is there. I think you're going to offer an olive branch or something, just sort of Page of Cups. So if there's been any conflict over these plans not happening, and maybe they were the ones who had the least amount of money out of the two of you, and of course it's not happening, you're going to resolve it in an amicable way with the Ace of Cups. I feel as if for some of you it could be a friendship or a family member, like a friendship family situation, and for others it's a love relationship. That was the strongest energy. But for some of you, it can also be friends and family as well. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of clarity in this situation. You've got 3 aces here. So again, this is another relationship that's a really positive one. And you've been juggling a lot. You're very busy people. I don't think you get to see very much of each other. Or I think this trip or this plan was really important to you because you don't get to see very much of each other. You don't get much of a chance to kick back and have fun and do stuff with each other. You're always juggling. You're both very busy. So I think it's disappointing both of you, really. Whatever this plan is that you're going to do. Queen of Swords. You're on your Queen of Swords energy at the minute. You're very cerebral as a person. You're very much a thinker. You're all about the words, and you're not really in your emotions over it at the minute. You've been very sort of intellectual about it and wordy about it as the Queen of Swords. So this is your energy. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, feminine energy, but you don't have to be. But you embody the energy of the Queen of Swords. You've been very kind of like, you're out of your heart and in your head with the situation. And with this Page of Cups, it feels as though you're going to get into your heart and offer them an olive branch. You're going to be the one to kind of move forward, with your heart space and be emotional about it. You're going to move from this Queen of Swords energy into your Page of Cups. And you're going to be the one who opens up communication and restores that emotional connection that you've got with this person. Because I do think you've got quite a close relationship. Page of Swords reversed. Yeah, you're going to put your swords down. You're not going to be this Page of Swords, like, kind of, using your words to hear, Maybe initially you were quite sort of, oh well, kind of thing, and you weren't really in your heart energy. You're in your head, because you felt like this person might have let you down initially, But you've got such a good relationship with them that I think you'll resolve it. You're going to be the one to offer the olive branch. So yeah, these plans haven't gone ahead. There's plans that have fallen through with someone very important to you. You don't get to see much of usually. And it's mostly on their end, the lack of financial capability of doing it. It's mostly been on their end and you're feeling let down. Initially you're very much in your head about it, but I think you're going to get into your heart and your emotions, and you're going to be the one to offer the olive branch as the Page of Cups. And you're going to resolve it because you're very close to this person. I feel you've got a good relationship with them. Whether it's a romantic relationship or friendship or family. Yeah, you're going to recognise that they're a fallible human being. The other person might be a fire sign, doesn't have to be a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. You're not going to walk away from them. You're going to recognise that they're fallible. Sorry, fallible. And the sun's going to shine in this situation. You're going to be able to resolve it with them. Don't worry about it. You're kind of the King of Pentacles. You're the one who's a bit better off, maybe, materially. It's something to do with that as well. Like, it just turned out that they didn't have the funds or something, and they had to cancel or they weren't able to do it, but the delays come from their ends, or the thing that happens come from their ends. Yeah, you've had a decision to make, and you're going to choose to stick with this person because they're a good person. These parts are quite similar actually. They're all about like relationships and resolving issues and recognising the value of people in your life. This has been the theme really for these weekly readings, all 3 of them, which is interesting, Yeah, you tend to get into your King of Swords energy sometimes. This can be you. You're very much like that as a person, similar to the Queen of Swords. But yeah, that's what this week's theme's been about, really. It's been about, like, valuing and cherishing the people in your life and not letting petty conflicts get in the way, obviously sometimes you have to get away from someone, but with these relationships that you've got, they all seem to be quite good ones. Yep, we're moving away from conflict. So this week, whatever this situation was, you're going to be moving away from conflict with this person. And you're going to smooth the waters over. You're going to be emotional with them and more loving towards them. You're going to be okay there. Oh, God. Sorry, more spirit. Yeah, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You might even lend them money at some point. You might even help them out. It might lead you to help them out next time. You know, you might be in a position to help them with it if there was a financial barrier there. You know, and you're going to be happy to do that. Maybe you weren't sure in the past of doing that, but in the future you will do. Further messages, part 3, please, Spirit. Yeah, you're going to be out of this energy, the 8 of Swords energy. I felt like I wanted to flip over, but you've been in this energy. You're going to come out of it. There's going to be clarity in the situation. You're going to have a nice resolution to it. Anything else that part 3 needs to know, please, Spirit? That's a lot of cards. Anything else part 3 needs to know, please? Okay, that one flipped over then. Where's it gone? There we are. They flip over in the middle of the deck and then they disappear. Right, let's try again. Yeah, you're the Knight of Cups, you're in that energy. Right now, your energy is moving towards this. You're going from being the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, very kind of cutting and cerebral and very like, you know, all about the words, all about like the thoughts and the discussion. And you're going into your heart space, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. You're moving into the Knight of Cups energy. So you're going to be going towards this person and offering an olive branch. This is the energy you're getting into at the moment. The worst is over. 10 of Swords. The dawn's coming through. Worst is over. So, you know, I think you're going to be moving towards a really nice positive resolution with this person. And you might even, you know, be happy to help them out financially next time as well. So when you try to remake the arrangements, you know, you'll be able to help them out, which I think is really lovely. Any further messages for part 3, please, Spirit, before I close this reading? Okay, that one there. Nice Pentacles. Yeah, maybe you feel like you're not reliable. You may not have been reliable before, but maybe you will be. It feels as though maybe you're not very reliable yourself. You know, and maybe this situation will help you become more reliable. Maybe you're a little bit flighty or a little bit, you know, in yourself. That's just something that came up at the end. So anyway, so I hope that helped part 3. I'll close this reading now, probably get back because it's getting a bit late. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of it. Do you know, I've been looking in the wrong place and the camera's over there. I've been looking over here, thinking it's there. Anyway, thank you for watching part 3. And hope to see you in my next video. And have a really good week. And yeah, all this will be resolved with this person, and it'll be fine. And you might grow as a result. You might become a more reliable, steady person yourself as a result. Maybe there'll be things about you where they brought out this Knight of Pentacles there. Okay. So thank you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.